What is going on, friends? It is Ben with Bearded Spruce back for another video. And yes, I am in my shop, but I'm actually not going to do a project today. Something exciting happened about 3 months ago, and that is that I got monetized. My channel is now making money, albeit a very small amount. I am still at the point where I've hit all the thresholds for monetization. To give you an idea of what that is, it is a few thresholds that you have to break, including, I think it's 4,000 watch hours within 1 year. And so you guys have been watching enough of my content to make that happen, as well as the other major one is 1,000 subscribers. And as you'll see in a little bit, I surpassed that as well. It's super exciting, right? And if you're like me, you might be watching this video because you're aspiring to be monetized and wonder what it's like when you first get monetized. I've seen a ton of videos of YouTube channels that have a ton of followers, a ton of subscribers, a ton of content, and it's not super helpful for me other than just aspiring to potentially be there someday. To see how much they make and see what their channel looks like and all that kind of stuff. A lot of those individuals are doing full-time YouTube content creation, and that is not my world. I have a family, I have many projects going on, including a mountain house that we're about to get finished up, a few campers, house projects. There's life is happening, and I have a full-time job that I absolutely love on top of that. And so this is a very much part-time thing for me, and you are probably similar to me and you're wondering, can I make money doing super short, super part-time YouTube creation? Or is it just going to be a hobby, or is it a mix thereof? So let me give you a quick rundown, if you're new to my channel, of what my channel is about. So I actually started in 2015, I believe. I had some friends ask me how I typically roast coffee beans. And at that point, I didn't have money for a bunch of equipment. We were renovating our first house down in Denver. And I had a camping stove and a popcorn maker, the thing that you spin around like Jiffy Pop type style that is on top of a stove. And so I thought, hey, I'm gonna try my hand at this YouTube thing. I made a video, sent it out to some friends and family, and some people watched it, not a ton of people. It's been out there for a while. So I've had a YouTube channel for a while, but not until about 2.5 years ago, when my wife and I decided to buy a vintage Airstream and redo it with aspirational hopes of touring the United States or continental US with said Airstream. I decided to actually start making more YouTube videos. That was actually planned for just having those stored someplace for my kids or myself or family or friends to be able to watch someday. And as I started making them, I started really enjoying making content. Wasn't super great at it yet, still am not super great at it, but I really enjoy it. So that evolved into, hey, I'm doing a bunch of other things around the house and have all these tools that I've spent a ton of money on. I ended up building this shop very recently, last fall. And so I just kind of evolved it from just Airstream to home renovation, DIY projects, tool reviews, just kind of anything in this space of making things. And I try to aim at only making content that I think you'll actually get something out of and you'll enjoy. Not always the case. Made some videos and no one cared to watch them. Other videos I thought would be a flop and tons of people watch them. So just want to encourage you, if you're starting out or you are making a bunch of videos, this can be you someday. And you don't have to do every week, although the algorithm with YouTube would pick things up a lot better. And I've done a lot of research on if I optimize things to get a bunch of traction and get a bunch of views and get a lot more subscribers, what I could do. But that's not my reality. I upload probably once a month, maybe once every other month, but I try to make content that's going to last for a while, right? So it's projects that you could do, next summer or 10 summers from now, and it's not going to be out of style necessarily, like a lot of like lifestyle YouTubers create. So now that I've mentioned all of who I am and why you might be watching this video, let's jump into my laptop and look at some numbers. All right, so let's jump into some numbers. What you're looking at now is my channel dashboard within the YouTube Studio world, and as you can see, I'm at 1,231 subscribers. You hear, if you watch other videos like this, you hear over and over again, the first 1,000 subscribers is the toughest. Other people say that the first 1,000 subscribers is super tough, but the tougher thing is the 4,000 watch hours. Surprisingly for me, I was the opposite. I've had 4,000 watch hours. That metric met for over a year now, and I just got monetized because of the 1,000 subscriber threshold about 3 months now. So each YouTube individual is different, but in general, once you hit those milestones, you'll start making some money. One thing about the 1,000 subscribers being the most difficult, case in point here, it took me 2.5, 3 years to get the first 1,000 subscribers. And then now, since then, in like the 90 plus days, I've got 231 subscribers. So it is true. I think YouTube starts pushing your brand a little more, starts pushing your channel out into the world a little bit more once you have that threshold met, which totally makes sense because since you're monetized, they think you're worthy of making money and they're making money on you. So the way ads work is they serve up an ad, either a pre-ad, that is like a video before your video that you can skip, or a little banner at the bottom. I'm sure they'll continue to make all kinds of different modifications to ads to make them more effective for us to buy into them. But in general, they make money from those ads, and then you make a tiny little portion of that. So let's jump into the actual numbers. As you can see here, a little cheat on some of the revenue so far, but let's jump into first my content. So like I mentioned, I do a lot of DIY projects, anything from tool reviews to showcasing my first shop, doing a floating DIY vanity, some flooring, all kinds of stuff. Feel free to check out my videos, subscribe if you want to, or just join in and understand what it's like to be, a tiny little YouTube channel making money. If we go into the analytics, that's where you really start learning a bunch of stuff. So let me switch this to the last 90 days, which is roughly when I started getting the monetized. So mid-April was that threshold that I hit the 1,000 subscribers, which was super exciting. It was a little bit before that, like 2 or 3 weeks, but I think this will give a good snapshot of what it looks like to be in my shoes. So during that time, I've had 23,000 plus views, 1,500 watch hours, added 168 subscribers. Obviously, there was a little bit of time before this that I had the 1,000 threshold, but there's actually a process where once you hit all of the thresholds, you have to apply to become monetized. It doesn't just automatically switch over. So there was a little buffer. I think it took 2 or 3 weeks to get, past all of the application stuff. It's not a ton of work, but it's a lot of waiting. So that's something that's interesting and you should know. And then the really exciting part is that estimated revenue. So I had the expectation before this happened that I would be maybe making this much a year. And so I was pleasantly surprised. This might feel like nothing to you. Everyone's different, but this is a hobby that is one of my passions in sharing my information and my wisdom and knowledge that I've learned over the years onto my channel so other people can learn. And so any money is great, let alone, soon to be a couple $100 in my bank account. As you can see, during this time, I only launched 3 videos. I think this says 2 because one of them was a short and then the other one was an actual YouTube video right around that time. And so just kind of reiterating, I'm not super consistent like a lot of YouTube channels, but you can still make money even though you aren't playing the game of algorithms and weekly videos and all that kind of stuff. So you kind of understand like the breakdown of the last 3 months. Jumping into the revenue, you can actually see a little bit deeper dive into what is making the most money. For me, it's almost solely watch ads. You can see I make about $1 and some change every day on watch ads. Something that I didn't mention before is I only have 39 videos, and so a pretty small sample set, but and I only have like 3, I think, total shorts. So I don't have a ton of examples on things, but you can see that pretty much all my revenue so far is these watch page ads. A breakdown of what that looks like in terms of the percentage of skippable, non-skippable, bumper ads, display ads, unknown is here. Sorry, my face is in the way. If we jump into this page, you can like just continue to deep dive in all of the analytics. Given that YouTube is owned by Google or Alphabet, and Google is the king of analytics and has been for a long time, you can just continue to dive deeper and deeper into the revenue source, gender, traffic, geography. It is insane how much information you can find. I'm not going to really dive into a lot of this stuff, but it's just good to know that it's here if you need it. And then you can also see per 1,000 views how much advertiser is paying for your audience, your brand, which is super fun. Of course, you don't get all of that money, but you get a portion of it, which is really fun to see. Last thing I want to cover is, you might be wondering, okay, I want to start a YouTube channel, but I want to start making money right away. I don't want to wait 3 years, 2 years, even 1 year to start making money on my content creation. And the cool part is there's multiple ways to make money. So this is just one of them. So having a monetized channel definitely helps because it's almost just passive income on past work that you did. So I guess it's not passive because you already did the work, but once you start making videos and you're monetized, those videos will continue to pay out for a long time, which is really cool. But the other ways to earn is one main one that a lot of YouTube people use, big and small, is affiliate links. I have affiliate links on all my videos to Amazon, and which is where I buy most of my products. a lot of my tools, a lot of my accessories for tools, a lot of things for DIY stuff around the house. And so I truly believe in them, and I get to make just a small portion of every time someone buys something when they click on one of my affiliate links. They don't even have to buy the product that I am advertising in that affiliate link. Anything they buy during that session, I get a tiny little portion. So I've been making money with affiliate links via Amazon for about 2.5 years now. It's not a ton of money. It's about this same amount, if not a little less. I think I average, when I looked the other day, about $20 a month on affiliate links, and I get a decent amount of traffic. So that's a kind of fun way to do it. And then the other way is partnerships. So I just got my first and second partnership email after I hit 1,000 subscribers. I thought I'd have to have 10,000 subscribers to start getting some of those emails. And some of them aren't great, but one of them most recently that I got was for a tool that I'm interested in, and I'm trying to work with them to think of a good video to showcase that tool and to try it out. That one in particular is I just get the free tool and I get to review it and give my honest opinion. Some of them come with a contract that they actually pay you above and beyond what the tool is worth. Others, they want you to do a project with that tool and see how it works out. So there's lots of different avenues to explore when you're getting into YouTube creation and how to make money doing it. But I just wanted to come on here and showcase, what it's been like for me so far, in hopes that it helps someone out there be encouraged or just gain some knowledge on this topic. Hope you really enjoyed this. I think I'll do another one at the year mark of being monetized, so look out for that. And I have a ton of other content to check out. If you want to check out my video, I'll link to one of the fun ones up here right now. So thanks for joining. Hope this was helpful. Feel free to leave any comments, questions, concerns, something that I missed in the comment area below. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.